Just to welcome everyone again. My name is William. I'm actually the co-program director for the upcoming Talent Accelerator Program 2022. So this is actually an information session. So if you have any questions, there is actually a Q&A sessions at the back of today's sessions, or you may actually type it into the chat box. And if you actually require any assistance, feel free to also type it in the chat box. The administrator, my colleagues will actually come and assist you. So without further ado, maybe can I invite Mr. Mike Momota, who is the CEO of TomoWork, to give us the welcome remarks. Mike,
Okay,
please.
thank you, William, for the kind introduction. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Can hear you, Mike.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to this info session. I'm Mike Momota from TomoWork and co-program director of the Talent Acceleration Program. Let me give you a few words about who we are, what we do, and what you can take away from this program. TomoWork is a new non-profit entity in Singapore serving the community of persons with disabilities and students with special educational needs. It was a corporate initiative led by Sumitomo Life Insurance. We have already conducted 4 batches of impact programs, engaging over 100 participants and getting support from nearly 50 organizational partners, such as Google, Meta, Microsoft, and many more. Many more distinguished companies supported your growth. And last year, October 2021, we established TomoWork Limited to cater more fruitful opportunities to you together with our passionate partners. And we are delighted to launch a second round of the Talent Acceleration Program for students with special needs at all polytechnics and ITEs. And you may wonder what the Talent Acceleration Program is. Simply put, this is a transition program for you. Transition from school to work. You will work on a real business challenge our corporate partners will provide, acquire new skills and certification, and work with mentors to develop your career vision and be better ready for a job opportunity. Last year, over 20 participants joined this program, and we saw a lot of developments. For example, one of our teams created sophisticated and user-friendly UX design for robotics. The corporate sponsor, a large organization in the APAC region, admired their work and engaged them to implement their idea. That was an incredible opportunity, but this did happen with their passion and diligence. One of our graduates said, this program is a serendipitous mix of industry upskilling, personal development, and mentorship, seasoned with the joy of friendship. I hope you will also have such an experience and achieve your fullest potential. Still, you may be wondering whether it's the right program for you or whether you could complete corporate projects. Don't worry, I want to highlight that this accelerator is designed for those with special needs, such as mobility issues, sensory issues, or other type of disabilities. We have carefully designed the overall curriculum so that many of you can benefit from it. As our society evolves, there will be new opportunities in the future where you fulfill your life and achieve your aspiration. So we carefully prepared 4 learning paths: digital marketing, data analytics, sustainability, and UX UI design. Even though we cannot guarantee you a job after the program, some companies are keen to invite high-performing students in their internship. And we are confident you'll be in a much better position after the program. Lastly, Tomo means friend, friendship in Japanese. Our value is respect, patience, and mutual understanding. So please harness your goodwill with your teammates and progress together. We are here to work with you. Okay, let me hand it back to William to share more details about the program with you. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike, for the very warm welcome remark. I'm sure the participants can already feel the very inclusive learning environment that they will be in um, when they decide to embark on this journey together with us. Maybe next, can I maybe invite Ms. Tan Hui Hun, who is the Assistant Director in Temasek Polytechnics. Hui Hun, would you like
Hi,
to
everyone.
share? Yep.
Thanks, William. Thank you everyone for attending this info session. On the behalf of the Polys and ITEs, we welcome you to join us in this TomoWork Talent Accelerator Programme. It is really carefully curated as what Mike has shared. Last year, it was only open to TP students, and this year is opening out to the other polys as well, ITEs, graduates. So if you have friends, do share with them about this program that you might be or considering to embark on, because what we observe is that not only that this program is enriching, rewarding, but I think the participants also gain lots of friendship and making connections with corporate partners, giving them lots of visibility on their talent and showcasing their work. So maybe perhaps later really be open to what Mike and William has to share, and hopefully to see your application. So thank you very much, William, over to you.
Thanks, Hui Hun. Okay, allow me to share with everyone a little bit more information about the program, just in case you have any questions. So TomoWork is an inclusive, safe, and positive place for students like yourself with special education needs to learn and grow. And then, of course, it was first started led by Sumitomo Life Insurance. But right now, it's actually a registered entity in Singapore. But Sumitomo Life Insurance is also committed to the efforts for TomoWork. They are actually part of Valuable 500. So they plan to empower students to be workforce ready using this accelerator approach, right? Culture, I think Mike has already mentioned. In TomoWork, every one of us is very respectful, be it the students or be it the facilitators, be it the program staff, respectful. And then we have patience because we believe sometimes good things needs time to actually for flowers to bloom. And lastly, mutual support. We actually support each other to make the impossible or the very hard things to be actually possible. And that's the values that we actually hold dear to our heart. Okay, so what is TAP? Maybe just sharing some snippets from the graduates from TAP. For example, Richard is one of them. He said that it's actually a feast that indulges the mind and a breeze that nurtures the soul. Very sophisticated, right? Anyway, these are all testimonies by the participants themselves. We didn't change them. Like from Sabrina, she said that it actually gifted her relatable lifelong learning buddies, which actually continue to inspire her to fulfill her dreams and passion. And Rainer actually, through this program, has become more independent in his own career development. And it's actually a very memorable journey because he actually met many good friends during this whole program. So how does it work? For 12 weeks, starting from 14 March to 2nd of June 2022, you actually get to be exposed to corporate projects, live corporate projects, business challenges that the corporates will sponsor. The corporates that we are working with are well-known companies, so Fortune 100 companies, Fortune 500 companies, or large local enterprises, or startups that are very big. You hear about their names, right? So they actually have corporate projects, and we are planning some companies visits also for you to learn more about the organizations and the culture. There are also in-demand skills learning courses that you actually get to take away. I'll share more maybe later. And of course, there are workshops and mentorship sessions with industry professionals that are specially curated just for this program. So uh, the people coming in are actually experts or professionals within their field, and they will be sharing with participants uh, of this program. So by the end of the program, you actually will have critical work experience and the right skills for the jobs of the future. You get to boost your CV with all the in-demand certifications that employers will be looking for. And you will also learn the latest employment trend from these industry experts. And then you can better position yourself for such opportunities. And of course, you get to receive a $1,200 stipend upon completion of the program. So let me go more into details of each of this segment. For example, the professional work experience, it will be sponsored by the corporates themselves. They are real business challenges. You will actually get to work together with a team of 4 to 5, but you will also have a supervisor or a facilitator that will be working together with you. All right, and then they will actually guide you along, as well as someone from the corporates will actually be interacting with you where you actually work together with them on the real business challenge. In this way, you actually get to learn more about the different industry and the things that the industry, the standards that the industries are looking for. At the end of the day, there is actually end of the program, there is actually a demo day where you get to present your output to our invited guests. So they may be physically there or they may be hybrid. And that's the chance for you to showcase your talent to these potential employers, right? So actually there is opportunities for you to showcase your skill set already. Okay, so maybe let me share just one project, one output that is so interesting, right? For this Certis is this company. Anyway, you can see some of this work already rolled out in their existing product. So it's actually open already. Let me just fast forward. They actually designed a UI for a robot. So they design a prototype on how it will look like to make the more small friendly, right? I mean, let me just fast forward, and then this one.
Please do not park your bicycle here. Park your bicycles at the designated areas as indicated here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so very interesting, very cute. And the interesting thing about this team is because it's so well done, the company decides to extend the engagement with them after the program, and then they actually got a role in the company to work on the UI and UX for this particular output that you see. And it's going to be rolled out in across the whole of Singapore. Currently, you will see part of it already being implemented. Okay, so very interesting kind of engagement. And Smart has shared there will be some opportunities where the companies are interested to provide contract work or internship for you after the program, after you graduate from the program. And as long as the output is something that actually catches their attention, they're more than happy to take you on. Okay, so I think Mike also mentioned that there are 4 different tracks that you can actually choose. So we will provide some critical core soft skills training for you. as part of the program. There are different workshops that are implemented. I'll share more later. But on top of that, there are actually 4 different uh, domains of knowledge that you actually get to go through. It's either digital marketing, data analytics, sustainability, and UI UX design. You get to pick one out of the 4, but of course, if you want more, we are more than happy to enlarge the learning for you. But essentially, all the things that like projects and the skill set that you'll be learning will be being pocketed into these 4 different domains, which you actually will get $100 e-learning credits where you can take on these certifications. And these certifications that we have identified are actually certificates that is directly from the company itself that look at that. So these are the industry standards that is recognized by across the whole industry. Let's say for digital marketing, the whole digital marketing industry recognize such certificates. All right, where you get to do e-learning at your own pace, right? Yeah, so this is out of this 4, you get to learn 1 depending on your inclination. And then we have, a series of workshops and talks that are actually curated. So for example, design thinking. How do you use design thinking to actually solve some of the business challenges that will be provided to you? Communication skills. Besides, theory, there will be someone who will teach, but you also get to practice them throughout your project work. You get to do some decisions and sense making, and then you get to learn more about collaborations and teamwork, where you get to go through workshops about this as part of the program. And then there are corporate sharing. So the corporate executives and staff will be sharing with you more information about the whole industry that they are in. And then you get to receive career mentorship, 3 sessions of it by the industry professional themselves. Okay, so this is the job readiness and personal growth element. Program schedule wise, maybe you'll be interested to know about this. So 14th of March to 2nd of June is a 5-day hybrid schedule. So some days you'll be at home, some days you'll be physically at Temasek Polytechnics. Most of the Fridays is self-directed e-learning day, where you get to stay at home and then go through the courses, e-learning courses, right, that I talked about just now, right? And then of course, 90% attendance is required for you to complete the program. So a typical week will have around 65% to be corporate projects and job readiness. So 40% is 46 to 49%, 2 days, right, will be at Temasek Poly, and then it's about the corporate project. You get to work on that. And 30% is flexible working arrangement, and 30% is work from home. So it's really hybrid, preparing you for the jobs of the future, right? So there will be different elements created, like individual learning, corporate project, industry sharing, job readiness, personal growth, career mentorship sessions, or wellness activity, all built within this 1 week. Sounds exciting? So it's really a full full program where you get to experience learning in such a specially curated experience. Okay. So what's after the program? I think we have stressed that enough. Uh, friendships, bonds will be built where you get to support each other in your adulting or your transition to the working environment. Or some of them make friends and then go to universities together, right? Or you make friends with your mentors. The mentors continue to mentor you throughout your journey, right? And these are definitely what's after internship, employment opportunities. Although we say we don't guarantee, but most, yes, in fact, all of our graduates who want jobs actually manage to secure employment after the program. So this is based on last year's data, right? They managed to get jobs, and in fact, jobs are not those jobs that are mundane. It's jobs that they are really passionate about. The areas that they really want to go into. who we are actually looking for? We are looking for graduating students, recent graduates, or even alumni from the polytechnics and ITE, right? And then you are actually seeking for a job of the future. You are eager to upskill, and then you are actually a team player, right? So these are the people that we want. So if you are really interested, to show some of this evidence in your application when you decide to submit them. With that, I've come to the end of my sharing session. Do you all have any questions that you want to offer to Mike and myself, or maybe even Hui Hun? Can I invite Mike to join me in this Q&A session as well? Okay, Mike is there. Okay. Mike, do you want to take the first question? We have a question by me. What is the enrollment process like?
Okay, what is enrollment process? So first, you need to apply via our website and submit your statement as well as the CV. And then we have an interview. But don't worry, we'd like to know you better, and we'd like to know your intention of attending this program as well as your background, skill sets, and we will do the best to match the right program to you. So, and then you will permitted to join this program. So this is a brief enrollment process, but it's not so difficult. It's easy, and yeah, join us if you are interested in this program.
Okay, thanks, Mike. We have a very interesting question by Zhong Han. He actually asks, can I be a maths teacher after TomoWork program? Yeah, so maybe I'll take this one, Mike. So in order to be a maths teacher, I believe it may be you may be referring to the primary school or secondary school teacher. In order to be a math teacher, you have to first of all go through to this institution called NIE, National Institute of Education, where they actually train teacher, and then you need to select your specialization to be a math teacher, and after the training, then you can be a MOE math teacher. That is part of the process. So whether TomoWork is the right place to train you to be a math teacher, I would say no, but you actually get to learn the foundation of math. You learn the foundation of how to actually apply math in some of these areas. But to be a math teacher, NIE is a more appropriate place for you, for career development wise. Okay, by the way, participants, if you all have any questions that you wish to ask live, feel free to unmute yourself. But before that, maybe raise hand, and then we'll actually call your name before you unmute yourself, where you can actually ask the question live if that is something that you prefer. Okay, Min has another question. The question goes like this: what happens if I do not fulfill the 90% attendance? I may have some medical appointments or CCA commitment. Mike, would you like to take this one?
Yeah, sure. So, basically, all participants are expected to attend at least 90% of the session in the program. And if you have a medical appointment or other activities, please let us know in advance. And if you are you are going to miss a session, we can consider it, and you can, or skip the session. But 90% of attendance is required to complete this program.
Okay, very good. So the next question Zhong Han has is about what do you learn about data analytics and what are three other areas of learning? Maybe Zhong Han, for that question, can I refer you to the website? We have actually uploaded some of this information on what you will take away. Right, what would you learn as part of the individual track, right? On the website, right? So I hope the website will offer you the answer to your questions for this. Min has another questions. Still unsure of my career direction. Will I still be suitable for TAP? Uh, Mike, for this?
Yeah, actually, many of most of our participants are unsure of your career direction. That's why we are here, and it's a good opportunity to know the industry, the nature of industry, what kind of work are available, and what kind of roles in the industry, what skills are required. You can understand throughout this program. So I recommend you to join us to learn more about employment market in Singapore and how you develop in the future of work towards the future of the work.
Yeah, so with the mentorship and with exposing you to the different corporates in more depth, so you get to interact with some of these corporate professionals from different industry, will allow you to have certain career directions that you will actually go towards to. So that this is actually a very good program for you to explore that. Samuel Chong has a technical questions. Where do we submit the CV, as the application form only asks for 350 words short essay? Samuel, for that, there will be, for the application form, there will be a component for you to upload, your CV. So you can actually upload the CVs there. Right, the 350 words short survey is just one question. There will be another question is that asks you to upload your CV onto the platform. Okay, what? Okay. Zhonghan asks, what if I need to attend graduation for Poly on the day itself? Yeah, we understand because most of our participants are from Poly and IT, and there are definitely graduation sessions. And during such sessions, we will celebrate together with you. We are more than happy to allow you to go for your graduations for that. And of course, if there are some compulsory medical appointments that you need to go, you just need to let us know in advance, right? So 90% is about, we actually estimated based on 90% what is the attendance that you need to be in the program. You could miss 0.5 days, every week, right? So that is actually quite a good buffer for you if let's say you really have something that you really need to go for. But of course, do let us know early also. Will I be able to choose the corporate projects to work on and digital skills track? Min has this question. Mike, would you like to answer this?
Yeah, sure. So thank you for the question, Min. So first of all, you can choose the digital skills track. You can choose. But on the other hand, a corporate project will be allocated according to your background, strengths, and project requirements. So please let us know your interest, background, strengths throughout the program, and we will do the best to match the right project to you. Yeah. Application result. William?
Okay, the next one will be when will I be notified of my application results? Okay, for this, maybe I'll just take this. So after the interview, the program team will deliberate, and when we have a answer, we'll email you to let you know about the application results. But all participants will have to go through an interview so that we can understand a little bit more about yourself, your motivation, what do you want to learn out, get out of this program, so that we can do better planning. It's not really to like a job interview kind of interview, but it's really to understand a little bit more about you. What are the additional expenses I have to come up with during the program? Besides just food and drinks and transport, other than that, there's actually not much additional expenses that you need to come out with during the program. But your lunchtime, your food, that you have to there are canteens around Temasek Polytechnics, or there are some coffee shops and hawker centers around Temasek Poly. You actually can go there and consume your lunch. Okay, so this is the additional expenses. Someone asked, what do we learn about data mining in data analytics? Data mining about data analytics is about extraction of data. Exactly what you will learn in data mining, that I think is too heavy a topic for these sessions, but you can actually read up more on the website itself. All right, and of course there are some FAQs also, frequently asked questions, on the TomoWork website, where you get to see if some of your questions are there, where you actually will get answers as well. Samuel has a questions on whether the mentorship sessions are one-to-one or in group setting. Mike, mentorship session?
Mentorship session? Yes, mentorship is one-on-one session, and we will have 3 times sessions, and each session, the same mentor from corporate partners mentor you about the first time. Maybe you have you better know each other, and then second time you explore your career vision and using your CV, and then lastly you will have a mock interview with mentors. So mentorship program is structured well, and many experienced mentors will mentor you.
Okay, Min has a very tough question. Maybe I'll leave this to Mike. Is the program going to be very intense? Will there be breaks during the program? I'm worried I am not good enough or qualified for TAP. What if I join midway and realize I am overwhelmed and cannot cope?
Yeah, I take this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from our experience, the program might be a bit intensive, because you tackle on a real business project, and sometimes you may feel overwhelmed. But don't worry, we will provide a wellness program and some breaks, and I also wanted to highlight that we nurture friendship within the team. So as such, we will provide a safe environment, as well as enough break and wellness program, so that you can perform well and continue the program and complete the project successfully.
Yeah, in fact, this program, we have actually taken that into considerations. We have, Hui Hun. Hui Hun is with us. Hui Hun will teach us some mindfulness, some very nice Zen, and then of course, there's some fun element in it also. So it's not all work, but it's a mixture of some fun, some relaxation, some bonding, and of course work together, right? What kind of jobs can you get possibly after TomoWork program? Oh, Mike, this is also another tough one. I'll leave all the tough questions to Mike. Would you like to take this one?
Yeah, sure. That's a tough question. And so we cannot guarantee the job after the program. But as I mentioned before, some corporate partners are keen to select some participants into their internship program. So during this program, you will get new hard skills, develop soft skills, as well as develop your career aspiration. And after the program, you will have an opportunity of internship from corporates, or you will be much better position in terms of skills and career aspiration, career vision, and you will find a fruitful opportunity towards the future. So we want to do the best to have your meaningful opportunity in the future. So please do your best in your program.
Yeah, in fact, I think I shared just now during demo day, there will be external guests that will be invited, other corporates that are not taking part in this, but they will also be invited for the demo day where they get to see your outputs, they get to see your abilities. And then through mentorship, through some of the career sessions, and then of course networking, you get to meet the different hiring managers, and that's where you can see what some of the roles that they are offering will be helpful for you. Maybe let me just also take this by sharing what are some of the roles that our participants actually got into. Two of them actually got into a data analytics role in one of a very big IT consulting company. If you know which one, I think there are only like 2 to 3 of them, right? So there's definitely one of them is a MNC multinational corporation, right? So 2 of them is there, working as a data analyst, right? And then 2 of them, I think I shared on the project by the robot UX UI design project. So 2 of them is actually working on this project. They actually got a contract to continue working for the company, right? And then there is someone who studied engineering and is really very keen on engineering. And then he actually got a job offer, as a assistant engineer. But previously, before the program, he was thinking of joining whether to join a technical role or to join the program. And he actually made that decisions to really join the program, and then he get to, get an assistant engineer role as compared to a technician role previously, right? So you see the difference on what kind of jobs that our participants will potentially get. And then of course some of them is one of them is with MNC doing executive assistant in a HR company. Right? I heard he actually moving on, right? So he actually now have opportunities to promote and move on with his career development. So he's not stuck with just one company. Another one who did game design in school. He was, valedictorian, or he was third bronze medalist, and then but he couldn't find a job, in 1 year, something that is interested to his liking. After going through the program, he actually got, attached to one company that does similar stuff, but they does simulation with VR goggles, right? And then he's actually very happy with his role, because he get to design something similar to game, and then he get real life working experience on the areas that he really like. So these are our graduates on the kind of jobs that they actually got into. Right. There's one question, someone who actually PM me asked about hearing loss, and then very worried that cannot hear people with masks on. And I think the broader question is about the accessibility of the program. Right. So for this, for hearing loss, so we actually have special equipment in terms of the audio that allows you to hear better. But of course, if there are any accommodations that you will need from this program, we are more than happy to discuss and then see how we can support your learning. Because like we say, we want to create an inclusive learning environment for everyone. Right. So there's a question in the survey, and then of course during the interview we'll definitely discuss something with regards to that. Do put it into the survey so that we know that you actually require certain accommodations, and we will try our best to find solutions to solve that. Okay, so that is about the accessibility portion. Okay. Can I ask if there are any more questions from the audience? Anybody who would like to ask live questions? Yeah, I see Jean. Jean is a familiar face. Jean is our participants from TEP, and then she's now thinking of joining the TAP program. Jean, any questions from you? No? Okay. Maybe one last minute. Any questions to the participants? Okay, if there are no further questions, okay, I thank everyone for coming in for these info sessions, and I really look forward to seeing all of you in the program. Feel free to ask the questions if you still have any by writing in to us, or you may also refer to the website FAQs that may help you answer some of the burning questions that you may have. And lastly, thank you all for joining us for these info sessions, and thank you Mike and Bihun for joining us also.
Thank you, William. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thanks everyone. I hope you all have a great week ahead. Bye bye.
Bye bye.